So the question is, obviously rhetorical, could Heavy Storm come back? I used to feel that setting back row, having those forms of contraception, those condoms, was the way to play the game. And I did that for a very long time. But now I'm kind of getting sick of people setting 4 or 5 cards and summoning a monster, if that, and then I have to go through this gauntlet of seeing if the cards that they have set or bluffs or they're just going to stop every move I make, every step I take. And then even if they didn't draw a monster, the trap still stops you because you played cards, your opponent stopped your cards with their cards, and then, I don't have no cards in my hand. Oh, a top deck of Deneb. Cleaforts have access to skill drain and vanity's emptiness. We all know this. They go first and have access to scout. I don't know, duality in the Summoner's Art or upstart into the Summoner's Art, duality in the upstart, the Summoner, whatever. They summon the Cleafort, set an emptiness, set skill drain, obviously best case scenario. And then they just say, go! And then the average deck, unless they just happen to have the space and they hit the right card for the right situation, it's going to be really hard for a person to get over that field. Burning Abyss. Oh my goodness. It's a different thing when you talk about a card and you know how good the card is, but I played Burning Abyss the other day, and it was like I have the power. I had 2 Firelake, and I opened with 2 Dante, and I was just like, how do you lose? The reason that this argument is even being brought up is because with those type of unbeatable setups, there is no way to punish it. There's no way for your opponent to just say, or you, to just be like, Heavy Storm. Now, people didn't like getting pro-stormed, and I don't feel like people are going to play Starlight Road just to counter the Heavy Storm, because the game has changed to the point where certain decks do not need back row. They just need a way to deal with the back row. Feel free to consult OCG deck lists. I don't feel like Heavy Storm is going to ruin the game. I feel like Heavy Storm will make the game as honest as it could be because this is Yu-Gi-Oh! And given the quality of the people, honesty is not exactly the best policy. And this isn't even saying if you heavy them, you're going to win. It's just a way to get rid of the back row before it becomes a problem. Because sure, you can have 3 MST. Sure, it's 1 card per MST that you're destroying. Sometimes that's not enough. 1-for-1 exchanges usually are not enough when a person can just set 5. Card quality, I feel, matters. Especially with the new rule change, you go first, you only draw 5 cards. Heavy Storm is a quality card. I'm not saying Mesco Space Typhoon is bad, but I do not think it is enough. Not every deck plays back row or a whole lot of it, but I do feel like people are not being rightfully punished for their insolence in their incessant setting of trap cards. I'm not a fan of having to side in a card, whereas something like Heavy Storm could be in the main deck already, but we do not have that luxury because it's banned. And having no legitimate way to punish overextension of setting traps, I don't think is healthy. With Cleaforts and having the emptiness of the skill drain or anything else, with Burning Abyss, having the Fire Lake, and you didn't draw your space, you're just like, what am I supposed to do? Heavy Storm is only 1 card. But I guarantee this, if it does come back, it's going to change how people play. It's going to change how people build their decks because you can't just set 5 and think it's safe because you're not safe. And I think people need to feel that. They need to feel that their cards that they set, they're always subject to getting stormed. Might be stupid reasons for you why I think that Heavy Storm should come back just to keep the game honest, but that is the beauty of having our separate opinions. So, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching and or listening. Can't stress enough how much it means to me. But then again, I give you some really good material, so there you go. You go, I'd like to also ask you to click an advertisement because it's the quickest and the cheapest way to help me out. It takes literally seconds out your day and it takes no money out your pocket and it does help me to pay rent to live here. You're finding your time to do that. I appreciate it so very much. But if Heavy Storm don't come back, I'm still playing the game. Just got to main traps done. But it's not the same